So here is a lesson that you should learn. I think everyone should learn. There is no point in creating a level for systems and content that are not yet set in place, let's say 80% of the way. Because let's say you build a level for mechanics and balancing that works right now, but then further down the line, wrong, you're wrong. I'm gonna ban you too. I don't want to discuss this with you. There is no point in creating 10 levels for something that is not yet worked on, because ultimately what will happen is if you make one change, just one change that makes the game feel a lot different, you will ultimately have to redesign all of those levels and spend a shit ton of time working on that. And that ultimately will cause more work down the line than waiting to create levels until you have your systems in place and they are more or less ironed out to the point where you feel like you got something there. When Vampire Survivors first launched, how many levels did the game have? How many levels? You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Shade 11. One level. One level. One level. 4 heroes. This is the release shortly before he went to Steam. Development log. This was a web demo. You guys are stupid, right? You guys are like, why do I even engage with this, man? I just do not understand this. Ah, God, bro. I drank a potion, actually. I drank a fucking drank a potion! I fucking pressed the fucking button! I played it on release and it had at least 2 levels. Yeah. And so, am I working towards a release right now? Or am I working towards a demo version that the public can test?
Oh my god. It's off.
What do you guys think is the first step when you're making a game? A release? So you are wrong to say that it has 1 level? Oh, you're so wrong. Actually, 5 minutes. I literally showed you the demo version, bro. I literally showed you the first version that came out to the public. Like, like you guys don't have eyes. I think. Make a baby, making an engaging gameplay loop. Yes, exactly. Putting the systems into play and then making 1 level for those systems. But what if creating levels in itself poses new requirements and all of a sudden you realize that your system has flaws? So I'll explain to you exactly why that's an issue. Why that won't happen. Okay? Let's say I have 1 level. 1 level. And in that 1 level, I test obstacles. Right? Okay, so I can move obstacles right next to this guy. And he can attack in this space. I test projectiles. I test the damage over time. I test different types of damage types. So fire, ice, lighting, armor, poison. True damage maybe. I test all of this stuff in this 1 level. And now I create, and I also test taking damage on enemies, taking damage on heroes. I test heroes healing each other. I test enemies healing each other. I test bosses with mechanics in the level. And now I create a new level. And that new level has hazardous effects. For example, a wind mechanic, a tornado mechanic, maybe a sandstorm mechanic that reduces your vision range by 20%. I have tested all of the mechanics already. This will not do anything to the systems. The systems still work. Projectiles still collide with obstacles. Bosses still do their mechanics. My units
Am
still...
I so out of touch?
my units
No.
can still only be placed in certain spots.
Big tick support
There is
for
no
8
way
years.
in my current version of the game that this could actually be causing a huge rework where all of the systems that I built will not work anymore. If anything, it will allow me to find out additional things that I could add into the game to support the underlying systems. But it will not cause a system rework because I have tested the systems in one level and I've given this one level everything that it needs. There's no need to create another level with hazardous effects. I can put the hazardous effects into this level and test it right here. And then if it works here, then later on I can make another level. I mean, you're making sense, Cakes. I see what you mean. That's awesome to hear. Thank you very much, Push. That's awesome to hear. And Danko Gucci, thank you so much for subscribing, man. 8 months. Thank you so much, man. You're incredibly kind, bro. I'm not muted. You're gone for 20 minutes. Oh god, another collector message. Oh no, man. Just leave me alone, man. Hey, Cakes, here's the deal. You're a dumb fucker. You sit like a fucking monkey and change small float values all day. You have no idea what fun is, nor do you have any idea what the game is supposed to be. You sit and try to make sense of these generic things all day. All 100s of people have tried your demo. Also, 100s of people have tried your demo. No one had fun except one guy in Discord who's never here. I made the game in 2 days. Everyone who played it had fun. Your game is trash, balloon simulator at best. Good luck with that garbage. You don't need to finish the whole tree, just the first half or something. Also, it will be fun, okay? You know why I know that combat in the game will be fun and taking damage in the game will be fun? Because I played a game just like that and I had fun. And so I'm gonna make the game that I want to play that is fun to me. Okay, bro? So you're wrong. There will not be something magically happen and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh no, this is not fun anymore. No, if the combat in the game is not fun, then I need to make it fun. Cause I made it wrong. I had combat in the game that wasn't fun. I'll explain to you what is not fun. I'll show you. A simple, very simple example that I learned by playtesting my own game and others playtesting my game. Okay, you ready? So, let's say we have a level. And this is where the enemies walk. Okay, very simple. Everyone has seen this type of tower defense game level. Okay, now, here's my tangerine. Here is an enemy approaching. And here's another enemy approaching. Now, this enemy right here is an enemy that it can attack my tangerine. How does he do that? Well, let's say he has a bow. Okay, he has a bow with a string. And he keeps shooting arrows at my dude. But he's auto-attacking my dude. So he is... which color do we do? He is locked in this place and he keeps attacking this guy. He never moves. He doesn't move further along the line because he keeps attacking. Now this is annoying because let's say there's another one. Then he also attacks. And then there's another one and he also attacks. And then there's another one and he also attacks. And all of a sudden you have like 1 million enemies that are all attacking this one guy. And why is that bad? Well, because they don't move. It's tedious. We have to now control this guy, make him, maybe turn this guy into a giga tank, right? With like some crazy armor piece, and then, you know, some crazy shields and stuff that he can block enemy attacks. But they just pile up here. So this is bad. What is a better game design? Well, this guy attacks once, Then the attack is on cooldown. He moves over here. Then he attacks again. He moves over here. He attacks again. And maybe there's another tangerine right here. He's like, okay, no, I'm not going to attack this guy. I'm going to attack you. And then he moves further along. That is how you can improve combat in one particular way in this case. So that is something I learned already. After doing this, that made the game more fun. Okay, so I took something annoying and improved that. So that is one thing you could do. Tanking them all in one place, shooting big bad AoE rockets from the background sounds hella fun. There should also be a way to stop enemies, pile them up, or to somehow pull enemies back. There are so many things you can do to make the combat fun, especially when there's very strong enemies in the game that take a long time to be killed. Exactly, that have very high resistances. And I know that this will be fun, and I'm just not gonna argue with this. You know, I'm wasting my time. I just see a major flaw, being that the best way to reduce damage to kill stuff. So money spent on defense makes you kill stuff slower, which means you take more damage. That seems kinda broken. And once a tower is dead, you lose.
No, you idiot. You could also stun the enemies. You could slow them down. You could outrange the enemies. You can block them using walls. There is so many ways that I still need to implement. Okay, you're wrong. You so wrong. You don't even know what you're talking about, bro.
You Dumbo, you invest resources into killing stuff slower? Oh my god, a tower defense game is about slowing down the enemies and outranging the enemies and stunning them. Are you fucking stupid? What is wrong with this guy? Have you played a single tower defense game in your life? Oh my bro.